Switching to high school wrestling, Williamstown hosted the Bob Zide Rumble today. That's Mars Costa of Point Pleasant and Hunter Whitaker of Independent getting after it on the mat. Mars would take this match and move on to the championship of the 144-pound class. Next up is Kip Freed of Williamstown and Branson Winfrey of Tyler Consolidated. Freed working quickly, getting the nice takedown right there, then getting the early pin. Freed would advance to the championship of the 157-pound class. Let's take a look at the final results. Point Pleasant took first by a wide margin with 219 points. Williamstown finished third with 171.5 points. St. Mary's took 8th for 106.5 points. Fort Fry finished 14th, and Warren took 20th.